Doesn't really look like a bobcat.
What the Sigma?
He's just fresh. Look at that little thing. Oh, special needs. Goodbye, little fella. All right, everybody, we're back. This is where I hoard my quail and one Mississippi kite. And these guys actually mostly just eat bugs. And I'm sure he snacked on a couple of the quail in here, but I'm just gonna catch him real quick and release him because he's definitely healthy enough, and I saw him eating at least one quail. I just left-handed backhand caught this little fella. That was so epic. And this is gonna be the least interesting release that we've ever done here on the farm. Watch and observe. Goodbye, little fella. Oh, look at him going, you guys. Yeah, now he's picking up speed. There he goes. Those kites mostly just eat frogs, toads, crickets, grasshoppers, and things like that. And I released him just right there because if we didn't release him soon, he might miss the migration. All of his little kite buddies are already on their way down to South America. All right, everybody. When Tibby becomes picky and doesn't eat all of her chicken, I have to give her some of this cringe salmon. And then I have to make the rest of it for myself because I don't want to waste it all. Basically, I just give her this with a bit of calcium. The chicken, I usually put this carnivore supplement for slab meat. I just mix this calcium in there together. Isn't this nice? You guys, I do this every day, multiple times a day. And that's what I do. It ain't cheap to keep a little Bob Tibby alive. Come here, Tibby. Oh, she's coming. See, she comes when called. She's a good little boy. But all right, everybody, I put that salmon on the ground there. I put this other stuff here. When I put it on this blanket, the ants don't get to it. When Tibby's being bad, I just put her in air jail like this. It keeps her from being cringe any longer. Every day I hold her up to the window so she can see Kevin, because one day she will be big enough to eat him. But for now, she must train. So I put her in front of all this salmon, and then she goes to town on it. But look at this, you guys. This is basically still just a little titty. It doesn't really look like a bobcat.
Actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, these legs look a little broken. Yep, those legs look pretty broken to me, you guys.
Sorry, Tibby, but you're staying here for forever. Oh my goodness. As you guys can see, Biggerton and the other prairie dogs all live in here. They have this whole enclosure all to themselves. But it's 69 degrees out here in Waco, Texas, you guys. As you can see, one of the little prairie dogs is sitting there on top of the mound. Oop, I farted. And I've already showed you guys all four of them hanging out in here together, but Biggerton, as the male, likes to hang outside to protect it. And as you guys can see, there's that red shoulder hawk, or at least one of them that hangs out here, and I know that it's going after those prairie dogs. This is why I wish that whoever had abandoned them here would have just told me, because we could have probably just added them to the herd.
And I'm not even going to mention this again, but the reason why I keep bringing this up is because I keep seeing comments from you guys saying, Uncle Ben, just admit that you put those prairie dogs out there. Guys, my address is public. People literally just throw dogs and cats over my fence all the time, but I don't film it because I don't want to encourage more people to do this.
This is crazy. That one little guy that always used to hang out with GORTS
is now hanging out with his little cousins like they're his siblings. Look at this.
Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that one more, baby? Oh, I hope he's not dead. Okay, so one of them just runs right off into the woods, and this little guy is not looking too great. Are you okay, precious little baby? Excuse me, Gort. You mind if I inspect this little baby that you have laying here? Oh, okay, he's healthy. He's just fresh. Well, wow, guys, this doesn't make any sense at all. But okay, you guys, so there's 3 babies now, and then this little guy, for some reason, is over here hanging out. And I realized just now that I left this hose running all night long. So I turned this whole back area here behind the Rhea into a swamp. That is not good at all. But at least this pond is clean and full. This is basically a big swamp, but that's okay because this is what the capybaras love. Now those little guys are gonna have constant access to water for at least a little while. Time for me to go ahead and turn that off now. But okay, you guys, I guess we have 3 new babies now instead of 2.
And all you guys in the comments saying, Uncle Ben, what are you gonna do with all these cappies? Shouldn't a rescue not be breeding? Guys, we rescued 800 wild animals this year. And I literally just wanna eat them, you guys. What makes these guys any different from a goat or a chicken or a pig, okay? I'm literally going to eat them. And the USDA can't do anything about that because they can't control what I do with my own animals on my own property as long as I'm not selling them or exhibiting them.
But just look at this precious baby and how well hidden he is back there in those woods. Wow, guys, it looks like we got another little bonus cappy this year.
And it's not like I'm just backyard breeding cats and dogs over here, you guys. I've got tons of really qualified people and zoos reaching out to me to get these capybaras, but I'm just gonna eat them.
It looks like that big boy can't leave. But everything here is just perfect, you guys. This is a little paradise for them.
And unlike a lot of cringe fake animals saying,
sanctuaries, you guys. I use all of our nonprofit money for the wildlife rescue alone. I don't use it for any of these animals. All these animals I use our YouTube ad revenue to pay for. But all right, everybody, as you can see, this is what happens whenever I overflow this pond. It gets nice and clear, but all of that excess water goes back to the back there. So I'm sure those cappies will drink up and enjoy. These are all my precious little boo-boos. The babies just rolling around having a nice morning. Now that we have all of these guys basically locked into this area, they're being a lot more friendly, and Boo-Boo isn't hiding in the way back of that little flight pen anymore. But Boo-Boo is still a little bit standoffish to me in the mornings. Oh, look at his little button bucks. Look at this precious little boy, you guys. He's getting huge now. And I can't wait until these are 3 huge tines that he'll use to impale me when I'm older. Patrick's got all kinds of fresh water in here. And his girlfriend always hides from me in the corner whenever I come back here. But oh my goodness, look at this precious little baby. This really never does get old, you guys. Look at that little thing. Boo-boo moment. Technically, it has been a good while since she had her last little baby, but it's crazy how fast they pop these things out. Like I said before, you guys, these guys don't mind being pregnant because this is just something that kangaroos perpetually are. Once a kangaroo female is of breeding age, she'll eventually just always have a baby in her pouch. Good thing is it doesn't stress them out at all to have babies. Now, Garbanzo Beans has free range of the whole farm. As you can see, it's been a couple days since my last video. And Bevo has been hard at work making his summer home over there in the corner. As you guys can see, I brought him a ton of lumber here for his precious little building project. And you can see that he made this really neat little home over here. And everything is real nice and green here nowadays. Oh, look, there's the prairie dog, you guys. He's still alive. That's good. I just need to keep an eye on him. I don't want those hawks coming down after him. But as you guys can see, Bevo has been hard at work. And for some reason, he takes everything and just lays it out here. Oh, look, there he is, you guys. He's swimming around down there. But he's taking all the branches and putting them up here to kind of make a roof. But oh, I just heard him make a little noise, you guys. Maybe he's not too old to make little noises. Right now, I'm standing on top of his little entrances. I think he has 2 entrances that are both under these rocks. All things considered, he's a pretty good little builder, and I'm pretty impressed with his little setup here. But I am going to go ahead and take my shovel back because he doesn't really need this. Oh, and look at him chewing on those leaves. Every day now that the cappies have access to all of this, I need to go here and clean out the wetland filter again. I basically just have to walk through here, get all of these little things. Oh, there's a beaver attacking me. What the Sigma? Oh, listen, you guys, he is still making noises. Wow. And he's kind of like that otter, you guys. He's still just a playful little boy. But while he's attacking me, I'm going to go ahead and clean out his little home here. And normally I hate doing this because I just rubbed up on a bunch of poison ivy. But at least I have my little buddy spending time with me. But I am definitely going to have to wash myself off with some dish soap when I get back inside. The last thing we need is for those pumps to get clogged again. Oh, and now Garbanzo Beans is back here to bother me. But look how precious all these little animals are. And look at this little guy. He's grooming himself. Stop biting me, boy. Guys, basically I just need to go back here, get all the sticks and the mud and stuff from the ground and toss it out of here, all the while trying to dodge all the poison ivy leaves here. And these are poison ivy berries. And pretty soon I'm going to show you guys how to do a catch, clean, and cook on poison ivy leaves and berries. Precious little Bevo. And as you can see, the kangaroos all want to go back into here, but I don't want the beaver going back into there just yet. No, the baby versus Patrick. Top 10 anime crossover episodes. All right, you guys, this should be nice and clean now. I don't mind if Beaver goes into the wetland filter so long as he doesn't tear things up over there. But if I start to see him doing that, I'm gonna just eat him. And the good thing is if these little babies get lost or escape, or if those other babies escape, they'll be able to nurse on this mom that lives out here full time. What were you doing fighting with Patrick today, the baby? Well, look at how big this beautiful boy has gotten. Now that things are nice and cool here in the mornings, you guys, it's about 70 degrees. The baby is always on alert. And as you can see, he's always trying to get me. I need to go inside though and wash that poison ivy off me. All these little guys can eat poison ivy and they're impervious to it, but I am not, I'm afraid. Look at him just scratching his little belly. Oh, what I wouldn't give to scratch that belly too. Come here, boy. Oh, but I do love this the baby boy, even though he gets bigger and bigger by the day. And I said before that I thought he was done growing, you guys, but I feel like he's still getting bigger. But the baby Rhea are doing great. All 5 of them are still alive and they haven't gotten eaten by a fox or anything yet, which is nice. The ducks are doing phenomenally well. And I'm just gonna go ahead and leave those little babies alone until they're a little bit older. Just to give you guys a quick update, we have nothing in here anymore. No more turtles, no more crocodilians. And all of my crocodilians live in here, like little Gustavo here. But we do have these beautiful Nile crocodiles in these little enclosures here. They're little folks that people have surrendered to us over the last couple weeks. Little blind spectacled caiman is very fat and chunky now. And this little 3-armed American alligator is overdue for a feeding, but watch this, you guys. He is very angry. I'm letting the water drain out of this enclosure here so that we can seal up the hole that's in the corner. But watch this, you guys. He can jump high. Look at that. And he jumped up and bit me earlier, and it actually, he looks a little skinny, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some food for him in the quail pen. I showed you guys yesterday that we released that Mississippi kite that was living in here, and All Things Wild gave us back our little Cara that we rescued in the last season, if you guys remember. The last season of the Urban Rescue Ranch lore. As you guys can see, these guys don't mind whenever their friends die. In fact, their friends end up becoming food for them. Ultimately, every bird is just a little dinosaur, you guys. Some are just cooler dinosaurs than others. You guys, look how high he can jump. This is insane.
And this is one of the quail that just didn't make it in that enclosure, and this is why we have the quail.
Oh, that's crazy. And as soon as this drains and I seal up that little hole there, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this back up to where it's supposed to be. As you can see, this little girl is still very, very emaciated. I'm gonna go ahead and let her finish that meal. But look at how beautiful and skinny this American alligator is. And look at that little nub of an arm that she's missing. That's so cute. But look at that, you guys. It ate that quail like it's nothing. And animal control just dropped off this precious little baby. I think he might just be a little bit special needs. Oh, precious little baby.
After that, we got a call about a burrowing owl that was stuck in a warehouse for 3 days. So we caught that little guy and gave him fluids. And if you guys want to see more of that, you can check out the Waco Wildlife Rescue YouTube channel, because that's where we're putting all the rehab stuff.
But I love you guys. I appreciate you.
Thanks so much for watching my little YouTube videos.
And we're actually getting another baby bobcat from another wildlife rehab
This Sunday, so please pray that everything goes well with the introducing these two. Also, I promise I'm going to upload more to the Waco Wildlife Rescue YouTube channel. I've just been so busy, and I've got a bunch of videos that I forgot to post.
I do love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching these videos, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Ooh, almost forgot to tell you.